Hello, welcome. It's the 4th of May. Today I just wanted to get on and do a little updated financial reading and just see what comes through. Now, I haven't done a financial one for a few weeks, so there's a lot going on globally. So I thought I'd just shut my eyes and we'll just do a little quick one and see what messages come through. Oh. I get zero stability. There is no stability for anyone at all. Too many unknowns. Too many inflation rises. Jobs are still being cut because people can't afford them. So here we go again. Small business is going to suffer. And they're showing me that, oh no, but of course the elites and the people in power are still getting their pay rises, still doing very well, still buying their huge John Normick mansions. That's still going on. So that's what I'm getting for finances. Things are going very well for the powerful and the elites, and everybody else is on the battleground now. See what else we get. They're giving me that Bitcoin is quite destructive. And they're saying that people really need to take charge of their finances. And again, this is what I was saying the other week. They're saying that people won't even be able to afford to go out for lunch and do things like that anymore. Once upon a time, a lot of people, and they're showing me like this is in the business districts. So they're showing me like the capitals. People used to dine out for lunch. They'd go and have their little lunch meetings. A lot of this is going to stop happening now, unless, of course, they're paid for by big corporate luncheons. But the average person is not going to be able to afford just to go down and buy takeaways and things like that. So you're going to find more little takeaway shops. And this is what I said, they're going to work on the cities to bring in their agendas. So you're going to lose a lot of these little cute restaurant, coffee shops. Again, hospitality is going to really cop it, because then there's going to be job losses as well, again, around these industries. And they've not been stable for a couple of years. So, and see, that comes back to the city again. These things are going to struggle, because people won't be able to afford those extra things like dining out, having lunch. I'm sure they'll still make time for their coffee and money for enough for their coffees, but people are really going to cut back on these extra things. And sadly, small business is going to suffer again. But this is going to happen in the cities definitely first. And we already know they've tried to do these Dine and Discover vouchers here in Australia. I don't know what you guys have got over there, but they've tried to. Gosh, I went to the zoo the other day and the lady was saying, has anyone got government vouchers? Like, they're even giving people vouchers just to get them back out doing things. So it's been strange. But now all that's going to be taken away, obviously, and then people can't afford to do anything extra. So I'm definitely getting that today. And again, like I said, small business is going to be damaged from all this. I'll just see what else we get. Oh, yeah, look, I get the climate crisis is all BS. I think we all pretty much know that. Anyone who watches my videos, we know that's just a narrative that we get fed to roll out the big agenda. And, of course, electrics, this, that, hybrids, it's all happening. It's certainly happening here in Australia. I know it is in Canada and many other countries around the globe, but this is really going to be pushed now, and it's financially causing people a lot of strain, because you think about it, most people can't afford an electric car, a full electric car, unless the prices come right down, which they might in time. So people are looking at those options, but then they've also got that worry of the prices of diesel unleaded going up. So it's like they're being coerced again and forced to go down a different road. So they're being forced to do things, and it's like they have no say again. So this is a financial burden that is also being put on people, because they're having to look at updating their cars. And look, that's no secret. We all know that's what they're kind of pushing out there. So I'm definitely getting that today, is that's putting enormous strain on people, because not everyone can afford the maintenance of an electric car. I said my sister had a Tesla, and she said the maintenance and the upkeep was really huge. So she ended up swapping to a Lexus, and they're really happy with that. So you know, these are just stories. I'm sure you know people out there that have gone through similar things, but you've got to be able to do the maintenance. It's like even when you have a car, if you don't do your regular tune-ups, your car starts to like deteriorate if it's not looked after properly. It's like anything. You have to keep things functioning. I mean, if your oil dries up in your car, that can cause a lot of engine problems, and your radiator can blow up if it hasn't got enough water in it. Like, these are just examples, but these are things that I'm getting that's putting people under a lot of pressure because of that cost of diesel and the unleaded fuels, and all the AdBlue threats about being, you know, there's a shortage of AdBlue and all this pressure. It's a lot of pressure. So I'm definitely getting a lot of pressure financially around definitely the car industry. We all know that's happening. You'd have to have your eyes completely shut to not see that. I'll just see if there's any last financial messages. Okay, same old. The guys are saying, look, don't go into fear and don't go into panic because that's what they want everyone to do. You have to remain really calm. Whenever finances get very rocky, it can be scary and it can be turbulent, but you also have to remain really calm and just push through each day and take like each day as it comes. Just because we see things on the news, as we know, doesn't mean it's the truth. I mean, we know interest rates and things are going up, but they're also being clever, and this is here in Australia at least, in their narrative, because all of a sudden they're really pushing that government will support you in buying a house now. So they're actually going to put up the equity and the deposit, rather, to so you can buy a house. So for new homeowners, it doesn't matter if you're young, old, whatever, they're going to put up like, say, 20% so you can actually get your home. But the question is, what happens if you die? What happens if you forego on that loan? Obviously, the government just takes the whole loan, and your house will go up in house price. So the government's making money out of your home loan as well. So, you know, it's a bit of a win-win for the government, isn't it, when you think about these things? And they're making out you're going to own your home. But if you want your kids to have your home eventually, I don't think that's going to happen. And that's kind of what they're saying. Don't rush into things. And that's the message I'm going to leave you with today. And this is for globally, all around the country. If something sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And I think we know that when we get scammers and all this sort of thing. And I think we're getting pretty much scammed by the government as well at the moment, around finances and climate change and everything that's going on. You have to kind of remain calm and relaxed and just sit back and don't jump into anything, because it sounds, wow, that's a fantastic thing, I'm going to take that chance. It may not be a great outcome in the long run. So again, it's really look at things from a really clear perspective, because as we know, government, parliamentary leaders, people in power are quite good at lying and directing things in their favour. And that's what I'm definitely feeling around this home loan scheme, is that your kids will never own your home. I'm sure there's probably nothing in there that says your kids will get a portion or a percentage of that home. I mean, I don't know how that paperwork's going to go, but I'm not saying that there would be... you wouldn't have much of a leg to stand on, I wouldn't think, if government just stepped in and said, no, we're taking your house back. I think you'd be pretty much done and dusted, and you paid all that money for nothing. So, look, I'm going to leave you with that today. Let me know down below. Leave some comments what's happening where you're living, because it's very interesting, some of the stuff they're starting to roll out, and they're not even, like I said, hiding it anymore. They're just bringing it out. Like I said, we've got an election in May here, and I think as soon as that's pretty much done, everything's going to be coming at us in Australia, so be ready for that if you're living here in Australia and watching my videos. Someone was actually telling me this morning about Macron in France. Did a little, he must have done a little tour or something after he was voted in, and someone said that they had to hold up umbrellas and people were throwing tomatoes at him, and I think that's a good sign right there that people are starting to wake up to some of the things that are going on out there. That's kind of, we'll take that as a pretty good sign that people are starting to see things. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that today. Hopefully that helps you a little bit financially. I might do a few more financial ones, because I think it's an area that we all need to be really looking at very clearly. So, look, thanks for watching today. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia, and I'll see you in that next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hit the like buttons as well, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.